Right, who'd have thought it? When the Green Party put up parking in Brighton to £33.50 a day for some odd... Oh, sorry. Reader view, fewer pop-ups. For some odd and strange reason, people stopped coming to Brighton. And when that happened, they discovered they had a £1.16 million shortfall on expected revenue. Who could have predicted that? Well, I could have. I'm Granniopteryx. I'm on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute and Minds. So you see the Green Party using green issues, but really, you can use green issues for green ideas, and you can use green issues out of greed as well. They decided to put up the parking from £1.40 an hour to £5.60 an hour in areas close to, reader view, in areas close to parks, attractions and the beach. Well, last summer was very warm, and Brighton should have been heaving with people. You see, Brighton is close enough to London that people would take their cars and drive to Brighton for the day, spend a day on the beach or whatever, and eat lunch there. It would bring in a lot of passing trade. And they stopped coming. So last summer was a bit of a disaster for Brighton City Council. Well, that was the green issue. In May last year, and not quickly enough, when Labour took control of Brighton City Council from the Green Party, they reversed measures designed to discourage visitors from driving to the area, but they didn't reinstate the old parking charges enough. I want to tell you about the Green Party. They decided that pesticides were a bad thing. So this is what the pavements started to look like after a while. The theory was that they'd get people out there pulling the weeds out, but there's just no way they could get enough people to pull enough weeds. And not only was it making pavements actually dangerous for people to walk on and next to impossible for people with mobility issues to negotiate, it's also destroying the infrastructure. That whole pavement there will have to be completely replaced now. And there were many more that were in the same sort of a mess. So that's the Green Party for you. Anyway, now the Green Party idea of stopping people from coming in with their cars is also going. The thing about taxation, because after all, this parking charge is a tax, is that you have to be able to control the population completely in order to extract those taxes. For instance, the Labour Party is going to start putting up taxes. What happens? The very rich who can afford to move are moving. They're leaving the country. You can't prevent them from leaving the country, and so they are removing themselves and removing their taxes as well. And this happened in Brighton. People who normally would have come to Brighton because they aren't being forced to go there will find somewhere else to go on a hot summer's day. And that is the problem basically with any high tax government. If you can't imprison the people, then you can't get the taxes. And what's happened is that the people haven't been coming, and despite their greed about the parking fees, they have lost £1.16 million in parking revenue. Now, that's what happens when you get greedy, when you tax people, when in fact your attitude to people is you can tell them what to do and they're going to do it. Unfortunately, that only works in a totalitarian state. Now, I know that our government right now would like to be a totalitarian state, But I'm very happy to be able to say that it won't manage it. And they're putting taxes up and they're going to lose money, basically. Just like this is micro to macro. If there's anything that the Labour Party can learn, it's that when you put taxes up more than people can reasonably expect, then people will just stop paying the taxes one way or the other. All right, there's a little morality tale from Brighton. Till next time. You can help my channel by subscribing and clicking the notification bell. That's quite important. And by sharing if you're so inclined. Links to my other channels and to donation methods are in the description. But the best way you can help is simply by clicking like and notify. Thank you.